found out about Bitcoin. Bitcoin was like $300. And I bought half of a Bitcoin and went and gambled that shit on this gambling website. And I won and turned it into one Bitcoin. And from then on, I was hooked to crypto, watching all the videos, can't 24/7 crypto. And I got into this thing called Genesis mining, where basically they mine the Bitcoin for you in Iceland. You basically rent a miner.
Pause.
On my other channel, they hate the laugh button. I'm probably gonna stop doing that shit. But you rent the miner and they mine the Bitcoin for you and they give you most of it. But they had this referral program. And I had started a YouTube channel too talking about crypto. And they had a referral program where you could give someone your code, like a promo code. And if they used your promo code when they went to purchase some mining equipment, they would give you a piece of whatever they mine or something like that. And they could do it more than once. So they could use your code, buy some. And that's how it works. Like the more you do it, the more Bitcoin you earn, but you got to be profitable. So I'm talking about it. And what I did is I would say, you leave your code down, man. I got so paid off of this. I wish they do something like this again, bro. I would say leave your comment down, leave your code down below, and when I go re-up for some more miners, I'll use your code and give you a percentage back. So I would do giveaway. I would say, okay, I'm using your code. That'll make people use my code. I'll use your code, and I got paid off that shit. I got made so much Bitcoin, man. When Bitcoin was 300. So making YouTube videos, doing that, trying different cryptos. Then another crypto comes out named BitConnect. Fucking BitConnect. The coin that I would damn near say almost ruined my life, man. Got into this coin called BitConnect. Same kind of thing. Not the same thing, but had a referral program. So I started doing a referral program. And BitConnect's blowing up 2017. Crypto's pumping. And I'm out in Miami. I'm getting big ass, nice hotel rooms, buying luxury items. And then I think 2017, end of 2017, 2018, that shit collapses because the SEC comes and says it's a security. And then BitConnect, basically as a company, they basically ran. They basically dumped all the coins and ran. And I got caught up in it because I was promoting it and I had got like this, they had moved me up to like this, they had reached out to me to become a higher level affiliate, basically, where I would get a higher commission because I had a ton of referrals because my YouTube channel's blowing up. I'm getting thousands of viewers, live viewers. I got like 400. I don't know how much Bitcoin I had, but by the time I got hacked, which is another story, I got hacked right before BitConnect went down. I got hacked for like 121 Bitcoin, and I just shook that shit. I was like, I'll make it back. And then BitConnect collapsed after I got hacked, and so then the SEC, the FBI comes knocking at my door. I'm still in my little tiny apartment too. Like I didn't even buy a house or anything. I didn't do anything. I'm still in my little tiny apartment. Well, a different apartment now, but still a small one. And the FBI comes knocking at my door. I'm like, oh shit, I don't be quiet. I'm scared. We scared as fuck, basically. And then we left there and went to a hotel and stayed there until they left us alone. And then they came to I don't know why I thought that would do anything. But then they came to the hotel No, they called and talked to him, and they weren't even talking about Bitcoin. They were talking about my hacked Bitcoin. And Legend has I'm supposed to get that shit back, but I'm not getting my hopes up for it. Um, so yeah, they talked to him. They said, well, so we're the victims unit, blah blah blah. And then SEC reaches out to me, and this is when shit gets scary. Like they, I got subpoenaed. I had to. Long story short, I got subpoenaed. They made me come all the way to New York, and I didn't. Man, it's crazy. What's crazy too is I didn't get a lawyer this whole time, bro. I said I ain't getting no lawyer. I ain't do nothing wrong. So I went all the way to New York, Manhattan, to talk to the SEC. You probably don't know what the SEC is, but man, that's like not a joke. You know what I'm saying? And go in there, and they start talking to me. They start asking me questions. I mean, like imagine how you imagine in the boardroom, long ass table, suits. And they ask me questions about Bitcoin. I'm answering the questions, yeah, blah blah blah. And then they pull in this TV, and they pull in the TV, and it's like me on the screen. This is like keep in mind this shit is a long ass process. We've been in here for like hours, at least 3 hours. And then the break, and they come in for part two, and they pull in the TV with one of my videos on it where I'm like, it's a meme of me. Technically, you kind of lost your money, right? And they start to play that video, and I'm like, I'm plead the fifth. I say fifth. And he said, "Are you exercising your right to and how did he say? Are you exercising your right to an attorney or something like that?" I'm like, the fifth, whatever that is, nigga. If that's what that means, that's what it is. And they shut the fuck up, and they left me alone for a little while. And they were like, on the way out, he's like, "Thanks for coming and talking to us. Sorry we couldn't, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, all right, fly back home. And they paid for my ticket and everything to get there. Gave me a nice room. Of course, right? Looking back, they're gonna give me a nice room to feel all comfortable. Um, then some time passes, and here they come again. Letter in the mail. I hate getting them big ass orange envelopes. All this shit is so scary to open, bro. And they start talking about how much they want. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna give it to you because I lost it all in BitConnect. I'm literally on the phone with them telling them that. I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna give it to you. I ain't got nothing. And I'm like, well, just because you lost it doesn't mean that you can't do it. I'm like, well, good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck. Basically what I told them. I even filmed it. I would. No, I don't want to. So fast forward, then I said, no, they left me alone again for a little while. And man, this is a really long, well, only 16 minutes. And they left me alone for a little while. And like until like this is like 2019 that I went to New York. Then 2020, they kind of showed up again, and they were like asking for amounts and stuff. And then 2021, they got quiet again. And then last year, the FBI, 2022, I want to say 2020, maybe end of 2021, FBI reached out again. And this time it's a Hispanic woman, and she's like, I just want to let you know we're gonna pause. They're asking you. The SEC is asking if you want to pause the case, and I'm like, asking me? You asking me if I want to pause it? And then when you say pause, what you mean by pause? You mean continue later? And she's like, well, some things are happening with the main guy that got caught up in it. The whole time I'm like, man, I didn't have nothing to do with this shit. I got caught up in it just like everybody else. And I think that's why they kind of left me alone with it. and they caught the main guy, and he's in jail right now. Um, the main guys were in India, and then they used this American dude named Glenn to get me and this other guy, you know, to get, they use influencers basically. So they caught him, and I'm like, well, okay, yeah, let's pause it. And she's like, by the way, we got the person. So you should be getting something about hearing something about your Bitcoin soon. And I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Side eye, like, why y'all want to give me this Bitcoin so bad, you know? Um, and I still haven't heard anything. But since then, and that was the last time. So then rewind 2019, while all this is going on, this other crypto comes out named Hex. This guy Richard Hart. And I just had a funny feeling about this dude. Like, yo, this dude he's a Bitcoiner. He's got a lot of Bitcoin. He's gonna pump the shit out of this crypto. And meanwhile, I've been in crypto. I'm still doing crypto and stuff while all this is going on. I didn't let that shit scare me out of crypto. Like, I still got Bitcoin. I was buying Ethereum. I didn't have as much as I had, but I built my stack back up. And then his crypto comes out, and I'm like, yo, I got a funny feeling like that he's gonna pump the fuck out of this coin. So I started getting in it, doing it, building a position in it, and he damn sure pumped that shit. I don't know if he pumped that shit, but that coin went up. Hex went up from the beginning like 10,000x or something like that. It's up a ton. Still, it's going up now. And I'm doing good from crypto, right? So here's where it kind of starts to get on why I'm here. So here's why I'm here.